Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Devotion. So, that night passes without a problem, and everybody wakes up easily the next day.
Where do we sleep?
Yeah.
It's a good question. Where do you sleep?
The tomb?
I get that's what I was thinking. Like that seems to be the only kind of like safe place. Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of where we might sleep anyways, being our dad down there. I don't know, like some kind of last thing.
Which I think means we probably don't sleep super well. That seems creepy.
No.
Yeah.
Super creepy.
Before going to bed, I'd probably put up a wyvern watch in front of the entrance
Okay.
for safekeeping.
It is now the next morning, and well, there are a few things to take care of. First things first, as everybody starts to wake up and kind of come out to the surface away from the crypt, you see Dee and Guy as if they've been in deep conversation. And once the whole party has arisen and left the crypt, the two of them approach you together, Dee standing in front. He takes a hard look at the four of you, but especially Kess and Kellen right now, and goes, So, I've been traveling with you for many months now, and I haven't done a damn thing to pull my weight. Paid my food, you paid my dining, my inn stays, you paid for my travel across the world to Akuba and back. It's about time I do something here to help out. Guy chips in, yeah, man, like, I kind of feel the same way too sometimes. D takes over again, saying, so, I know you've got that elven town to the north, Lothrin. I've heard of it before. Seen it on the maps when you guys are talking. Guy and I are thinking, we'll take the kids and take them to Lothrin so they don't slow you guys down. And you can get wherever you need to go.
You guys like kids? I never thought. I mean, Guy, at least I never pegged you for a dad type.
You know what? Way to step up, you guys. I'm very proud of you.
Are you sure?
D nods. Yeah. I mean, like...
That's really...
What have I ever done to help you?
That's really sweet of you guys. And I run over and give them both big hugs.
Yeah, if you just want to get away from us as fast as you can, that sounds great.
Should we meet up somewhere?
Well, like, Guy says, you know, Bridgelight has kind of been our sort of spiritual home, you know, that's where we, like, first clashed, and then where we first, like, bonded and healed, and, like, I kind of feel like if we just go back to Bridgelight, eventually you'll come back.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Is that where, Neil, off character, is that where the guy... Damn it, Neil!
That's where...
You put Alex there, didn't you?
That's where Alex lives, that's where Kel Bell lives, that's where you guys keep heading back to Bridgelight for whatever reason. I don't know how long you guys are going to be gone, or like where you're going to go, but we'll be there. Waiting
On a
for
side
you.
note, Kel Bell's husband, what title is he?
Lord?
Lord of Bridgelight?
No, just a lord. Just a dude. You know, like, what is a title really? You know, it's just like something to help you hold down other people and, like, socially elevate yourself. It's totally meaningless.
Totes.
Right.
Kellen gets me.
I think to myself, does that sound about right? He's just the Lord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Neil, do I sense any, like, some sort of, insight? Do I sense any, like, double meaning or double dealing or anything here?
Why don't you give me a charisma check? See if something about them stands out as dishonest. From D, you're definitely getting a sense of responsibility and like I need to do something. A guy seems like he's holding something back. Like he almost spoke up at some point, and then Ransom started talking over him, and he just kind of shut down. It looks like he's got something that he has on his mind that he didn't get a chance to speak.
Okay. I just note this.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I remain sullen and silent.
Safe journey, you guys. And I try to imitate Kess, and I like stoop down to the kids level, and I saw in Elvish. Okay, kids, you guys are gonna be really nice and give Guy here and Dia a proper introduction, right? Since they don't speak Elvish. They're good humans. Make sure they don't get eaten by the elves.
I walk over it, and I go down to the same level, and I repeat exactly what Ransom said, but like
this time they still look
Elvish.
terrified, regardless of who repeats it. The concept of disappearing into the woods with two humans is horrifying.
We have traveled with them for so long, and they're good people. They'll take such good care of you. And you'll be going to another elven village, so you'll be around all kinds.
Is the one who brings the food coming too?
I look back at Ransom.
No, but we're going to give them enough food for you, so that they'll be the ones giving you the food now.
That's right. We'll make sure to give you just enough to barely last the way. And so, we can't spare that much.
Right.
But it's a short walk. You'll live.
Okay. D and Guy round up the kids, take some food off of you, and head out. It's not a long journey. They should probably be there by the end of the day, unless they get lost. So that's that. Leaving the four of you with, with just Rhonda, I believe.
And our horses.
And your horses.
Brick.
And
So, did they take the kid that we found first too?
Yes. Sally's going with them, unless you would like
Okay.
her to follow you.
No. But I give her a hug goodbye. Like I give her a more lingering hug goodbye.
Okay.
And I tell her, well, before they go, I like kind of give her a hug and say, "Thank you. You did very well."
She looks at you rather matter-of-factly, kind of nods and takes her broken doll and turns and leaves.
They're kind of annoying, but they're kind of cute with their tiny pointy ears. Don't you think?
I think you're way cuter, babe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I wonder how pointy half-elves' ears are. I muse out loud.
Ooh.
I pretend like I don't hear this.
Callan's like, ugh.
And I sort of like, I don't let Ransom see it, but I cringe for just a second in a way.
Okay. So now that it's just the five of you and your horses, I think the next matter on the table is the Speak with Dead spell.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you can ask one question to your dad, and then we still have two more questions to someone else if you want. I just took two just in case there's someone else. You
Wait
feel
a
we should
minute.
talk
So
to.
we only get one question to Dad, but two to others. Why does that make any sense?
Well, I've been thinking about it all night, and I really feel that we need to ask a question to your dad about where your mom was headed. And
But-
that's our best shot at finding your mom.
Wouldn't some of a close family friend know where our mom is too? And then
Well, do you, like,
Do we have any close family friends?
Yeah, definitely.
So they
That's
would know if my mom left. If our mom left.
They wouldn't know. There's no cell phone. Like people don't call each other.
Well, we are talking to another random dead elf, right? Olivia? Since you
Yeah,
have
we
two?
can talk to whoever you want in this village.
Well, then it makes sense that we should question one of the neighbors first. Then maybe Cass and Cal can get 2 questions.
Sure. Who do you think? Which corpse do you feel was a family friend's corpse? I say with a very dire look.
Many of the corpses are charred beyond recognition.
Well, like maybe they're placed, in their houses.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, we can go to a neighbor's house, like the closest one that our family is closest to.
Sure. That is going to be your neighbors, the Hildegards.
Okay.
So, which questions should we ask?
We should definitely ask if they know where our mother went.
And then maybe to tell us if there are any other survivors, or I don't know. They probably don't know that since they're dead too.
Oh,
Bless you.
anything
Thanks,
else?
sis.
Maybe you can ask about how, which type of questions were you planning to ask your dad? Maybe we can ask them. Maybe they knew the answer.
I don't know if they know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
We could ask them how our parents were.
We can actually just ask something practical, like when did she leave?
Sure.
Where'd she leave? When did she leave?
I think that those are some good picks. Good job, Ransom. Being practical as always.
Of course.
Extremely practical.
That's what I
As
am.
always.
I tilt my head at this.
Extra prac, as they say. I go to the body and
There
I guess
are.
I'm the one asking the question.
Yep, there are 2 bodies right here.
I tried to get the female one.
Sure. Give me an intelligence check.
If there's a female one.
Yeah, give me an intelligence check to see if you can discern them by their bone structures. You don't have an anatomy proficiency, do you?
I think so, actually.
Oh, if you do, you
Oops,
don't even
damn
need
it.
the intelligence check.
Let me check. Yes, I do!
You don't
For
need the
once,
intelligence check.
useful.
Forget it.
Bam! Anatomy! Yeah! Sorry.
All right. You spot the female by the shape of her hips, and what would you like to ask her?
So I'm gonna ask, where did Kalia go?
Okay, hold on. Just open up my spell here because there's a limited duration in which you can ask.
I guess, where did Kalia last go? Let's say that.
That's what you're going to start with. What does the Speak with Dead spell look like when you cast it? Because it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Wow.
So what does that look like for you?
Let me see. I'm just gonna read the description to get a bit of inspiration. Several questions in a set period of time. Receive answers according to knowledge of that creature. Of course, the priest must be able to converse in the language. So I'm speaking Elvish.
Okay.
The length of time. And since I'm not that good at Elvish, I would probably practice the question with my Elvish companion to really pick it up nicely.
Okay.
Length of time has been dead is a factor. So if it's shortly dead, it's better than long dead.
Yeah, these guys are well within the max length. So you may ask them questions. You have
Even in
60
the
seconds to ask
Great.
and ask 2 questions and get 2 answers.
Why do I get 60 seconds?
Because you have 1 round is the time questioned, and each
Oh.
round is 1 minute.
I thought it depended on my level.
It does. At your level, you get 1 round. At 7th level, you get 3 rounds. At 9th, you get 10, so forth.
Okay. So I needed a holy symbol. See, I was looking for that type of info.
Mm-hmm.
So I take out my holy symbol, which is an oval with a rose engraved on it, and if it's a symbol of Reluna.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it very ceremoniously,
Hmm?
and I start burning some incense, and I kind of spread it out, doing an oval shape to like fit. Actually, it's like this to fit my amulet. Oh no! Okay. And then yeah, that's it. I guess I do very slow oval circles around the whole body. And I'm like connecting it to all the extremities of the body. So it's like creating an
Ah.
oval shape.
And then you ask the words.
Yeah. I
Uh,
ask, where did Kalia last go? Where was she headed? Yeah. Where was Kalia headed?
the answer comes back to her daughter's wedding.
Oh shit. When
Thought
did
so.
Kalia leave? You don't know that yet. I'm getting that shit in my head.
Oh.
Sorry, babe.
When did Kalia leave?
Yeah.
3 days ago.
Alright. Sorry for your loss. Rest in peace.
Okay. Those answers are yours.
So, when's the last information you sent your mother about the wedding?
We sent her a call about coming out to the wedding.
Where was it from you or from Kellen?
It was from me.
Uh-huh. And where did you say the wedding was?
We were going to have it over in Sandashore, I believe. Main city of Akuba.
But then didn't we send a letter out when we got back?
Oh, did you change the location?
Well, no.
Oh, then we're having it in Sandashore. I guess that if she were to try to leave for Sandashore, she would have gone to Lothran to get a boat.
And that seems like the more reasonable way to go, I guess. That's how we did it, right?
That's how we did it.
Well, I have some good news, I guess. Your mom did leave 3 days ago. And she was headed to your wedding.
That's
She
great
was?
news.
Yep, she was headed to your wedding.
Kellen kind
Yeah,
of wells
Kuba.
up with tears and relief.
So
That means Mom is alive.
That means she's safe. She probably went to Lothran, where, if we're lucky, we'll get word that she boarded a nice boat.
I want to hug my mother so bad.
So we're like 3 days off. If we ride by horse, maybe we can catch her.
Lothrin's less than a day away.
Oh, well, she maybe already left by boat. Should we ask your father if she was planning on taking a boat from Lothrin?
I think either way, we might just have to find her there.
Unless she's decided. But there's no way. Your mother isn't that much of an adventurer, is she? She could have traveled the desert. That seems unlikely.
You know, I don't know, but, it really surprised me my mother left here without my father.
How about we ask a question about that? Who did she leave with?
Or we can ask your father why he stayed.
Or how your mother left?
I think that's a freebie. She must have left by boat. That's the only way to get there.
Well, she could have left by horse or by foot.
Actually, knowing why he stayed might be a good question. I look over at Kellen.
I nod.
Or should we ask? I don't know if we should ask this, but I know Mom's going to be devastated that Dad's gone, but I hope they had a talk before they left in case something happened, do you think?
Maybe
But if
we should probably ask the same thing for her as for us.
That's what
What
I
if
was
she
thinking.
comes back though, hearing that the village burned down?
Well, either way, if we're only going to get the chance to ask our dad 2 questions, we should probably ask him what he wants to say to us and what he wants to say to her.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out from there.
So what do you want to ask?
First, what do you want us to know? What do you want
know
your
that-
children to know?
When you speak with dead, the dead tend to be evasive, so I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
that's
but-
fine. He can be as evasive as he wants. I'm just giving him one
Let him
last
know
chance.
we love him. And that I'm really sorry that he didn't come.
I don't think can I converse with dead Neil? I can't, right? It's just like
sort
two
of,
questions.
kinda. I mean, you can get 2 answers, but you
Yeah.
can tell them anything you want
Okay.
within that time.
Okay.
So first, what do you want your kids to know? And then, what do you want your wife to know?
I go over to Kellen and I grab his hand. I'm worried about what he might say.
Alright, let's do this. I start the same ritual with the oval incense thing.
Mm-hmm. And you ask the question.
Hi, it's me again. I'm here with your children, and they want to know what you wish for them to know.
The answer comes back.
Fuck you. Sorry.
I love them. I am sorry. I am not a perfect person. I was not a perfect person. And I hope they can forgive me for my flaws.
Alright.
And the next question, because there is a time limit on all this.
Yeah. What would you like your wife to know?
I love her dearly. I'm sorry I did not go with her when she left. And then the spell fizzles.
No, I can't. Well, I'll still say in Elvish the things I was gonna tell him. So I'll say in Broken Elvish, I want to thank you for your courage, for saving the children. Your children love you very much, and I'm sure they forgive you, or will. And I'll do my best to take good care of Kellen. Thank you.
Aw.
Beep.
Okay.
Alright. So I disconnect. And I tell them, yeah, your dad says that he loves you guys, that he's sorry, that he wasn't a perfect person, and he hopes to be forgiven, and that he loves his wife dearly. He wishes that he went with her when she left. And I thanked him for his courage, said that you guys loved him, and will already did or will eventually forgive him, and that I'll take good care of Kellen.
Oh, babe.
I
Kellen's
think
kind
I think that spell kind of cut off as I was telling my speech, but I'm sure
bad
somehow
spell reception.
I'm sure somehow it reached him. You know what they say about spirits leaving the earth, waiting to be appeased. You would
What do they
probably
say?
speech.
You know, he's someone that I would have been proud to call dad. After all, did something very heroic at the end. Now, we should make sure to do him proud and immediately ride over to Lothrin.
Yeah, we should go get your mother.
Upon hearing all this, Kellen is kind of like holding Kess's hand and kind of like wells up, and he kind of looks at her and he's like, guess he came around in the end.
Yeah, I guess he did.
I'm totally gonna write a song about this.
I do. I want to play with you.
So I just go ahead and stick him over there, right? I point at the alcove.
Yeah. Farewell, Dad.
All right.
Bye, Daddy.
You entomb your father.
I play a few notes on my lute, and it goes something like, I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do. Like stay home from my daughter's wedding. So I want you to know. Yeah.
Your mom left to go to the wedding. She stopped by Lothrin. She took a boat, it's true.
Yeah. Cullen's feeling it. He's adding it to his repertoire.
Excellent.
Yeah. Olivia spun the last 3 sentences.
Right.
This
She's
whole-
been really helping me with my composing lately.
All right, so this whole process of casting these spells and entombing your father has taken a few hours to kind of sort everything out and do it right. You can probably still make it to Lothrin by the end of the day, especially
Yes.
since you have horses.
Make haste.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you leave?
I scream out in Elvish, now is the time to manifest yourself. We're getting out. If you're a child and you're under some kind of rock, now is the last call for help. Food included, dry rations and more.
Throughout the day, I went around and I gathered flowers, and I made sure to put flowers to the graves and then on any of the bodies that we didn't. Like, I think we pretty much probably cleared out all the bodies and put them in tombs, but
All right, so
I
that-
laid flowers to it.
It's probably been a few more hours then. You're probably not leaving until into the afternoon if you cleaned up all the bodies.
Do we clean up all the bodies then?
Not to be insensitive, but we want to chase down Mother, don't we?
We clear out some of the bodies then.
Okay,
And I lay flowers at the others, at least.
sure.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right, you guys mount up on Brick and what's the other horse's name?
Let's go,
Diamond.
Brick. Diamond.
Diamond, right.
Yeah!
And you take off north towards Lothrin, something like that. All right. Can I
Really?
get...
I feel like we need a really good horseback riding song, like when we're like going really fast.
Let's go find Talia.
I need perception checks from the two people riding the horses. Whoever's in the front.
Oh, I'm riding the horse, I think.
Yeah, but like whoever's the person...
Driver.
the
I'm
driver,
driving
yeah.
the horse.
Yeah.
I let my
That would
woman
be-
drive.
I got
Yeah.
that driving.
Let my woman drive
proficiency.
too.
I'm not driving, I'm sad.
Aren't you better with this horse thing?
Probably, but you kind of like are pulling around a very sad girlfriend, so.
All right, I'll take point on this one. then.
Ah, so the two nutsad people are riding the horses.
Okay.
You're percepting checking, right? There you go.
Oh yeah, perception check.
Very nice, Ransom. Thank you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I probably would have rolled a 1.
It's okay. We did a good job rolling.
All right. You get about... Ooh, I shouldn't have changed that map. You get about 2/3 of the way to Lothrin.
Oh boy.
Right around here. The other circle that I've just drawn. When you... I think...
We're
both-
using all the main paths, right? Like we're
Right.
trying to do the paths that's like her mom would have used.
Yeah, you're making a beeline for Lothrin, definitely. But when you get about 2/3 of the way through, Olivia and Ransom both happen to spot this blood trail. There's a very clear sign of something being dragged, something man-sized being dragged, leaving blood behind it, heading westward.
We follow it.
Wait! I
I continue towards Lothrin.
Wait! I cast thought
what?
capture here.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, as Neil would say.
Yes!
As Neil did say.
I'm like, wait! Wait!
Thought capture. Let me read the very specifics. It's just like the most powerful thought in the area, right?
Yep. The last most powerful thought in the area. Like someone who just got hit and is getting dragged with their identity.
Yes,
Or really
you get
hungry animal.
the powerful thought of this elf being murdered. Basically, there's like there's a battle going on, and all of a sudden this axe comes and hits him square in the chest. He's definitely in some sort of combat, and the last thought is, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm dying to orcs." And then
Is it
Yes.
a woman or a man?
it is a woman.
Ah! Does it sound like the mother's voice? Can I do a perception something for that? Because I know her voice.
Yeah,
It's
she's
a
meta.
thought, though, so it's not a voice.
Don't you think
Thoughts
that
don't
we
have
think...
like identity? Like you wouldn't recognize someone's thought?
I feel that my thoughts are in my voice, in my head.
All right, give me a charisma check. See if you can recognize the voice.
Nice. I'm not very charismatic. Am I? 14. It's alright.
That's above average. No, can't recognize it.
Huh. Well, I got some bad news.
What is that?
But I'm not sure, like, I think we'll have a tough call here, but a woman elf's last
A woman
thought
elf?
was that she was being murdered by orcs and dragged over there. But I feel that we should just keep going for Lothrin.
It can't be our mother, because it's something recent, right? And our
Ooh.
mother left 3 days ago.
That's a good point. Let's look at the blood trail. How old does it look?
It's fresh.
Like today fresh?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's some excellent news. This blood trail is fresh. So to Lothrin.
But what if she's still alive?
Well, her last thought was, I can't believe I'm being murdered by orcs. So...
Hey, we've all thought we were being murdered at some time or another. I mean, come
That's
on.
true.
Although, doesn't your thought... No, your thought works even if it's not a last thought,
This
right?
sounds like a job for the officials at Lothrin.
I think this sounds like a job for heroes, and that's what we are. And I start walking down the blood trail.
And
Well,
I follow along.
hurry
It's
up.
one of our kind. Wait, do we know that?
Olivia's just like,
Yeah.
okay, well, fine. Let's just hurry, though.
I'm not getting into more than like a 30-minute thing for that. We have your mom to save. Like, who's this lady anyway?
You realize, by doing this, we might miss your mother if she's just about to board
She's
a
probably
19.
okay. This lady is not okay. What if we could have prevented her death?
From what I heard from Olivia, it sounded like she's already dead.
Well, we don't know that. We should just check real fast, at least.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could ask our lovely new friend Rhonda to head to the city and try to find your mother. Stop her from taking the boat.
Rhonda nods enthusiastically. Yes, I will take that mission on for you. She looks at Ransom, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I say.
please describe all you know to Rhonda and go find out about their mother. Thanks.
So we tell her about Kalia, and we describe her thoroughly. And we'll meet you in Lothrin.
Right. She turns and gallops towards Lothrin as you guys turn the other way and head down the blood trail. It takes you maybe half an hour of following this trail before you come to something that opens your eyes a little bit. There is another small village nearby. This one much smaller, maybe 10 or 15 elf-sized homes, and then maybe 20 or so halfling-sized homes. You guys know that there are some halfling villages spread out in the elven territories. And at the very center of town is this gallows that's being erected by a pack of 8 orcs. There seems to be 4 other orcs nearby, and they've gathered maybe 30 people near the center of town. And the orcs are in typical orc fashion. They're chuckling and brandishing their axes and threatening the halflings and elves of this nameless little village.
Do we see the mother?
Their mother?
Yeah.
No. You guys are at the edge of the village, well within the tree line. I guess the trees extend through the village, but you're at a distance and have not yet been spotted.
Well, guys, I didn't plan anything for battle today. I was more into searching for your mom mode. So I won't be much useful in this fight.
Well, I would love to gallop in and trot over those orcs. Maybe we can get a few shots off before they notice first. As I start pulling out my longbow.
Do we really want to take on this fight?
Well, we came here to try to help people, and it looks like there's about 30 elves and halflings getting executed if we don't meddle.
Alright, we definitely have to do something.
Pasha.
Maybe we can call them to take arms as well and help us.
What can we arm them with?
Yeah, quick survey, are they all...
I hope Rhonda is going to bring help too.
Well, we didn't tell her to bring help, so I doubt she will.
Yeah, come on. There's 8 of them, 4 of us. Those are good odds.
Well, I don't have anything for fighting. Just saying. I think I'll hide in this tree and maybe shot a couple arrows and cast a couple spells.
Oh, perfect. That sounds like you will be a completely reasonable fighter.
I start climbing in a tree sneakily.
Alright, you make your way up a tree.
A well-positioned tree, Neil. Like, not... Don't give me a shitty tree. I'm getting a good tree.
Don't worry, babe. I bet these guys will just run away after a second of seeing us.
It
get
occurs to
scared
me,
ready to cast.
You've rarely got the jump on people. How are you two at firing long-range weaponry?
I'm okay.
Kellen.
I'm okay as well.
All right,
But don't worry,
then.
I think these guys won't even want to fight us. Watch this. I jump out and I cast Scare!
Ooh.
And I run toward them. I'm like, ah! It's a
Wait,
15
hold
foot
on.
radius.
I
Let me
wanted
see
to
if I
cast
can add
so many
something.
things. I'm so sad.
I'm trying to impress you, babe.
I rolled my eyes.
So
when I
many
made
plans to
one
help
of
you
the
guys.
arrows, assuming there's an orc in range.
You told
Alright.
me that you had nothing, so I was like, all right, I'll do it myself,
I
babe.
mean, I always have something.
The die is cast. Kellen has
Yep.
leapt out, run close enough to cast Scare, and casts it. It's got a 15-foot radius, so 30-foot diameter area of effect. That
It's like, I imagine that Kellen's scare yell, like his battle cry, is like he doesn't have an electric guitar, but along the lines of an electric guitar, like, wow,
As he's doing that, am I able to cast Stinking Cloud?
yes.
Okay, I cast that. at the
Can
same
I
time
also
as
cast
he's doing
something, or am I getting...
You're
wrecked?
climbing a tree.
am I getting wrecked?
So Scare goes off, and it is a great spell because orcs do not get a saving throw against this spell. So immediately, all of the orcs within that area of effect, elves get saving throws, of course. Lucky elves. Ooh. So it looks like all the orcs and about half the elves begin to tremble and shake, looking around, and then eventually spotting the yelling Kellen as the source of their fear as Kess's Stinking Cloud goes off. What does Stinking Cloud do, Kess?
Wizard creates a billowing mass of nausea vapors up to 30 yards away. Any creature caught within the cloud must roll a successful saving throw versus poison or be reeling and unable to attack because of nausea for 1d4 plus 1 rounds after leaving the cloud.
Excellent. Okay, so
If any make successful saving throws, they can leave the cloud without suffering any ill effects, although the remaining in the cloud must continue to save each round.
okay, so not only are they shaking in their boots, but all but one of the orcs are also now gagging from this like yellowish vapor that surrounds them, like clings to them. So they're walking around starting to puke everywhere as they're being terrified. The elves kind of realize what's going on. They're semi-magical creatures. They've seen a lot of spell casting, and they see Kellen and Kess running towards them. So they hunker down as the orcs scatter and run into like 6 different directions. The few orcs that are outside of this area of effect look around bewildered as they make a morale check to see if they can keep their cool. They do not keep their cool.
Oh,
The
shit.
whole party of orcs scatters, running for the trees and for the hills.
That's when Ransom's bow shot goes off.
Yes, it is. Ransom, you have back attack on whatever you want.
Great.
2
Get
shots.
Shoot at an orc.
Peter.
22 is a hit. Give me some damage.
Let's see. 1d6. Wow.
Ooh, yeah. Drops the first orc. No problem. Your second shot?
Oh, do I get the second one? Nice.
2 shots with the bow. 17's a hit as well.
Hey.
Oh my god. You drop 2 orcs before the rest are gone behind trees and through bushes and with so much cover that it's not worth firing at them. That went very, very fast.
So I jump down the tree at once, and I'm gonna look if I can. Like, are they both dead, bled out, or could I like Orison one and tie them up?
If you wanted to go and save one of the orcs from dying, you could. Yes.
I will.
Okay.
I will first tie them up, then Orison them.
She has a soft spot for them orcs.
Yeah, she's got a history with them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I take the sexier one.
Of course.
Why don't you
Can I roll?
roll me 2
I roll.
hotness checks, Jen?
How do you roll again?
3d6 if you are not if there's no reason to favor or disfavor them.
Plus.
That's just 3d6. If you are likely to find this person attractive, then it's 3d4 plus 6.
Oh, there's clearly one that's sexier than the other.
There is a sexy orc man there, shot in the back by Ransom.
Like, oh no! Poor sexy orc man.
The other elves in the area kind of slowly start looking around, realizing that that's it. It's over. In a matter of 1 minute, they've gone from being executed to be totally freed with a battle that doesn't need to happen.
Get our dad, yo, what's up?
Yep, they're surprised.
Clip it.
How many pages was that, Neil?
Doesn't matter.
Aw, Neil.
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 All right, you guys saved all the elves. What do you want to do with them now? And the
Well,
halflings.
as I'm tying up the orc and healing him, I asked the elves if they came from the city we were just at and if they got attacked by Scoria.
What the hell are you doing here, you human? Hey, go
Is
away!
it
I'm not talking to your kind. Oh, you two.
Hi.
I slapped that person.
Ugh.
Hi.
Excuse me.
I
We just
I
saved
get-
your ass. You're gonna talk to my girlfriend with more respect.
I separate them out. Excuse me. They mean you no harm, and they've done.
I mean him some
wonders.
harm. Excuse much.
I'm sorry. You did just save my life. I apologize. Ma'am, you're not a monster. Thank you.
Thanks. Apology accepted.
What happened?
kinda
How did you
stand
guys get
expectantly
captured?
also. I'm looking at her.
The normal day, hanging out, tilling fields, picking berries, eating leaves, whatever we elves do in our daily life, and we heard this terrible war cry, and from the east, there comes an orc dragging a woman by her hair. She's got an axe embedded in her chest, and then boom, 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 all over the sides. They just surrounded us.
Is she okay, that woman?
Oh God, no, she's dead.
Do you know where her buddy is?
You're not gonna eat it, are you?
No.
What is this? Humans don't eat elves.
Okay, if you say so. He points kind of around a building. The orcs dumped her over there.
Ha! Let's go see quick.
As you're walking over there, the aged elven elder comes over to you guys. He's so old that he's actually showing signs of age and is bent over walking on a stick. He's got to be, at least 1,500 years old. This guy
Whoa.
is ancient.
Elda.
And I bow to him.
You there! You've saved our village!
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He says, clearing his throat, looking around at the other elves. You come now. These people are our saviors. Bring them food, water, wine. Tell me, what is your name, young one?
I am Cass, and that's my brother Cullen there.
I kind of bow.
Named after the ancient bards, are you?
Yes. And you are?
I am Dingus the Aged.
Oh, hello, Dingus. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm sure it is. I've been around since before the Great Cataclysm. Says with a proudness in his voice.
So, why do you live with people who are so prejudiced against humans then?
Some of our younger family members believe it was the humans who brought down the wrath of the gods upon us. I try and tell them that we are all equally responsible for the sins of our forefathers and my brothers and sisters. But, youth, they're all hot-headed and tempered, a few hundred years under their belt, and they think they know how the whole world works. Go about wrongly assigning blame.
Side note, these aren't part of our village, right?
No,
Our
this
old
is
village?
a
Okay.
different village, a nearby village.
Okay.
And I guess the village is starting to spring to life a little bit. People have fetched some tables and some chairs, and they've actually started to also fetch some food and some wine pitchers and some glasses. And kind of before your very eyes, as you're talking with this elder and looking at this dead woman with the axe in her chest.
Is it Kalia?
No, it's not.
Alright, it's not Kalia. We need to move out, guys. Place.
They're bringing out tables and setting up chairs, and they're setting up kind of like a long dining feast in the middle of the village.
Well, if our mom is there, then she's going to find her there. I feel like we kind of owe it to them to stay.
What?
We don't
Nonsense!
talk.
You've saved our lives. We owe you a proper dinner. You must stay. We must thank you appropriately.
You know
I
what?
feel it's unacceptable to not go after your mother at once. I don't know what's going through your head. Honestly, I'm offended for her right now.
You're a pretty cool guy. What are you, about 800? That's very impressive. Anyways, it's time to...
1,587! Thank you. I'm sorry. 1,687. I forget a century every now and then. How old are you?
I leave the group and I go interrogate the orc.
Why, I'm 18. It's a pleasure.
I look at Cullen and I look to Olivia and I give him the look like she better.
I don't know.
Anyways, we're in
I don't
quite a
know.
rush here. You probably wouldn't understand, given that you've been around for a few centuries.
I'm sorry, understand what?
The concept of hurrying. Maybe if
Hurrying.
you had spent some of those centuries practicing some fighting ability, a few
Oh.
handful of orcs would have been able to overrun your village.
Oh, look who's 18 and thinks he knows the way the whole world works. You should take a moment and appreciate what you have while it lasts, Moth.
Right, we'll take our food to go, thank you.
He looks back towards Kess and Kellen. You two will stay. We need to thank you appropriately, of course. Especially, he says, looking at Kellen, you who charged in first. Such a great feat of heroism deserves a grand reward.
Kellen kind of like turns on the charm and makes a deep bow, and he's like, "Many thanks, Elder. You see, our mother may be in danger, and every second we waste means that she could slip farther from our grasp or be in even greater peril. And so it is with a heavy heart that I must say that we must be on our way."
You can't stay for even one night of feasting?
How about we promise to come back?
Yes, that would be lovely.
We'd love to feast it up with you guys super soon. Just can't because our mom, you know?
The way the children talk these days. All language is lost. Fine, be on your way. Thank you.
But like
Thank
rain
you,
check on
Ella.
the feasting and partying, right? Because that sounds rad.
Yeah, all the people who have brought out tables and chairs and food are now awkwardly disassembling the hastily assembled party scene.
But we got a confirmation on the rain check because Kellen really wants to know he can come back and party here.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
total rain check for this. You guys are good.
Awesome.
Thank you, Elda. We really appreciate it. Our village was sadly destroyed.
You must be from Veluria, then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know it?
Quite.
Actually, if you could, I would really appreciate if you could send some people to maybe help bury the rest of the bodies that are there.
He nods.
It
Will
would
do.
mean the world to us. Thank you.
Of course, of course. My pleasure. Olivia, you've been doing something?
Yeah. I'm
You're-
trying to talk with a tied up orc.
Well, he's basically on the edge of
Which
death.
I
He's not going to be able
arrested.
to really.
I listened him.
Yeah, he's not going to die, but he needs like a day of rest before he can speak meaningfully.
I'm bringing the orc with me. I'm tying him up to the horse.
I don't think your horse can support an alpha human and an orc.
Now, Olivia, what are you doing to that orc? I know you have some strange...
What if I drag the orc with the rope? From
He'll
my
probably die.
I know you have some strange... what's the word? You're
Customs?
strange. What are you doing with that orc?
Well, I wanted to interrogate it to know, like, why they attacked the village, what do they want, and where are they from? I could have made him
What's there to
stop.
say? Here, I'll speak for the orc. I'm from the east. I came to pillage the town and kill all the elves and halflings for fun. There's your answer. I stabbed him with a spear.
I could have made him
He's
talk.
dead. All
All
right.
right, let's go.
Okay. You guys turn around and head off and head to Lothrin.
Well, I see you've come to your senses, Kess. Apparently now you care about your mother's well-being.
I don't think you should say anything about who I care about. And I give her I give her some sass with that. I'm
Well,
like super sassy.
I'm quite surprised you wanted to feast there. I mean, if it's really what you want, you should maybe go back there right now. We can go take care of your mom for you.
I give her a look that says, "You better stop," or
Kellen's just kind of like backing up, like,
Oh, all right. We'll make
wait,
sure to
what
find her.
was the guy that sent you the flowers again? What was his name?
Alex.
I open my mouth, I start to say something, and then I stop, and then I'm like, I say it kind of lower, and I bet you'd rather be with Alex right now. And then I
Do I
walk
hear
off.
that?
Do I hear it? How loud did you
Check.
say it?
I said it probably loud enough you're next to me and hear me.
So I don't think I heard it then, because I was backing off, kind of like, I'm not here.
Mm-hmm. But I think Olivia hears it.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Perception check.
No, it looks like you just barely miss it.
I just hear Alex.
Yeah. Well, why don't we take a break, and when we come back, you guys will be arriving at the gates of Lothrin late in the afternoon, probably in the evening. So see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.